What I learned today, I took away from myself, being a mother of 4, is that how do I educate my children now? What do I tell them now? Because sometimes as African community, some of these topics we don't discuss. We don't even discuss sex at home. And so what about a daughter or a son being sexually abused? What do they have to do? And I think it's important that we also facilitate with schools, frontline workers. I'm a pediatric nurse, and so sometimes we get to face some of these things. What do you do when you see that? When you see a child that's been abused or a mother that has bruises on her face? And so this conversation brought everything together, and it basically showed that we need to work together. We need the men in the room as well, because it's not just a woman's conversation, it's a man's conversation as well. And so collaboratively working together to reduce this.
If you just look at yourself and the people around you, almost all of you know somebody who's experiencing depression, domestic violence, or comes from a broken home. Think for just a moment, why is it that there is such a high incidence of mental health illness? And one of the reasons is this: broken homes or a dispute in households really do make a child feel very unstable. And all of us know children or know people who are divorced. It's always good to take a step back and see it from a new lens. Maybe you're not seeing everything that's apparent in that home.
I would like to, see more men involved in meetings like this. Boys, they look up to these men as role models, and when they do that, have the boys who are able, they could stand with young girls and young women and say, we are coming together to change this issue. So I think that's really important, because as a young person myself, I know I can influence my peers and friends heavily, and having young boys involved, they can do the same as well.